This is just a wonderful opportunity to promote the diversity of the Bahamas, to let not just UK, but Europeans and everyone else, the world, know that the Bahamas, that we're open, that we're ready to receive visitors. In fact, we've had a bumper year and that we want to grow upon that. Baha Mar continues to be a very exciting property for the Bahamas. It's the largest single-phase development property in the Western Hemisphere, and that's something we're so proud about and proud of. It's been 10 years in the making. The government has been intricately involved in the development from the negotiation stage through to seeing it start coming out of the ground and where it is. It's approximately 97% completed, and as the world knows, the developer, there's an issue with financing. He needs additional financing, and there are negotiations that are ongoing with China Exim Bank and the developer. The government of the Bahamas has been intricately involved. Because one of the things that we realize with Baha Mar, it has just created a buzz. No matter where you travel in the world, it's a property that people are talking about. It is spectacular. It really is beautiful. And even though we are an established destination, and we have had a good year, not just this year, but our past 50-something years that we've been in the tourism industry, we know that it will be a value added to our destination. Another thing I want to add is that all the brands that are associated with Baha Mar continue to be really involved, interested, and want to go forward with it. So that proves so well for us as a destination. So you have SLS, who've just come to the Bahamas, met with the government to pledge their support. So much so that they say in the future they would like to look at another property if it becomes available. But that's only one of many expressions of interest that the government has received. So really all of us are working assiduously to ensure that the legal wrangling is resolved and that we can just get this property opened. And one has to be cautiously optimistic. Without a doubt, that is what government is aiming for. That's what the developers and China Exim Bank have talked about, a 2016 opening. We know that they had a very robust booking schedule for the opening of this season, and we believe that that will be the case next year. So everyone is working really hard, diligently, to see that we can get it open for this winter season next year. Well, as we know, Baha Mar has to differentiate itself from one of our most established resort developments, and that is the Atlantis resort. That has historically performed very well, interest from around the world. Everyone knows, you talk about Atlantis, and people actually lights up. It's a smile, it creates a smile, people's faces. They target themselves and they market themselves as a family-oriented destination, notwithstanding that they do have a gaming component. And Baha Mar knew that they needed to differentiate themselves from that. So one of the ways that they thought that could be done was with a focus on gaming, so probably a more adult or young contemporary, the millennial demographic, to appeal to that. So it does have the largest gaming floor in the Caribbean. Gaming is going to be huge. We're working with airlift, with partners coming out of Asia. We know that gambling is huge for them and gaming is huge for them. But it isn't just the casino and gaming. Also golf. They have a Jack Nicklaus signature golf course. And this is, I'm not a golfer, but I'm advised that this is an extraordinarily special golf course. It's certainly magnificent to look at. So I think there's going to be something that would appeal to most people, notwithstanding that gaming is a key part of what they're bringing on stream. Historically, the Bahamas' key source market has been North America, and it makes sense. I always say to people, one of our blessings, and nothing to do with us, it's just that it's happened, is location. In the UK, I think they would appreciate if I used that expression, location, location, location. We're just so incredibly strategically placed. So you can hop on a flight from New York, it's 2.5 hours away. Similarly, if you want to come from Toronto or Montreal or anywhere along the eastern seaboard of the United States of America. So about 80 to 85% of our market is United States based, and I don't think we'll move away from that. But we've seen incredible growth coming out of England, coming out of France, coming out of Germany. We expect to see that grow even more because we're putting focused attention into those markets. And there has been a historical, traditional relationship between Europe and the Bahamas. And we want to just make sure that we capitalize on that, take advantage of that. So Canada is our number 2 market, UK is our number 3 market, but the aim is to grow all those markets.